We're live. So welcome to the very second live stream commentary from the Barton Stadium as Northwich Victoria take on Stourport Swifts in the Midland League. Joining me for a little brief chat before he has to go and do what managers do is Steve Pickup. How are you doing, Steve?
Yeah, good afternoon, Chris. How are you, mate?
I'm very well, thank you. We had a great night last night for the fans and at the little get-together. It was good to see everybody there, and we raised a few much-needed funds for the club. But today we're back on the footy.
Yeah, absolutely good night. People turning out, which is great, and so they should do. It's good, and everybody making the effort. But we're back here today finally for 2 games in 2 weeks. It hasn't very often happened in the last couple of months, as you know. But yeah, we'll see where we can go today. Squad's looking okay. A few injuries, a couple of suspensions, etc. So, we're quite a lot of people got the flu in terms of that, but I think everybody's like that this time of year. So
yeah, it's the normal sort of thing for this time, like you say, mate. Yeah. So squad's looking quite strong today.
Yeah, not too bad. Like I said, apart from a suspension, a couple of injuries, it's not looking too bad. Obviously, we released Jack Coop this week from the football club. But we'll probably be bringing a couple in the next couple of weeks. Just to make the squad stronger, but yeah, we're more than capable of hopefully beating Stourport today if we put on a performance. Yeah,
it just seems, as we've said so many times, very difficult to get some sort of run going of form. You play a game, you get a couple cancelled with bad weather, and it just doesn't seem to run right at times, does it? I've never known anything like it. How it's gone this season.
Oh, it's crazy this season for the football club on and off the field. Being put in the Midlands League, lack of games, weather, ground move, you name it. It's everything's been thrown at us, this season on and off the field. But it makes you stronger as a club. It makes players stronger. It makes the management team stronger as individuals and collectively. And you just deal with whatever's thrown at you, don't you? And hopefully you'll get your rewards. And like I say, we're just below mid-table at the moment. We games in hand, but you've got to win those games in hand. And like I said, the lads are more than capable of doing it. We've got a strong bench.
Yep.
Switched it up a little bit today in terms of that. Switched the formation up a little bit. Callum Parker starts. I think it's been excellent and deserves his chance. We've got Dylan Switz back and Colby, which is good from suspension. So I'd like to have Niall Sultan available today, but he's got a 1-game ban. Apart from that, we're looking okay.
And one of my favourites, it's good to see Marcus Perry running around again. I'm a big fan of Marcus. I think he causes a lot of upset at times with players, and it's great. I like that niggling kind of strength that he has when he's holding players off when he's got the ball.
Yeah, it's been tough for Marcus because, like you say, he's had this hamstring problem now, and what he got at Bishop Auckland, and he's been in and out. Come back probably too early, got it again. So for the last 4 or 6 weeks, he's been struggling a little bit. But Lee, every credit to him, the physios worked with him very closely on and off the field. It's got him back in. He's got his first start today, which is good. I have to say he's been a credit as well off the field, in the players group chat and organising things. And, I think he's shocked me and Matt a little bit because, he's not normally that kind of character who's quite vocal and steps up and, takes some kind of responsibilities. So off the field, he's been very good and, in, like say, in the players group chat and also in the group chat, what we have as players and managers together, and he deserves his start, and like you say, he's a good player. He's a good player. He's Pez, he always has been, and obviously everybody knows he's blisteringly quick.
Yeah, well, that's what amazed me really when he came. Before he got a couple of games under his belt, pre-seasons and things like that. He looked a little bit sluggish, and I was kind of, but now I think he looks great. He's fit, he's sharp, he's pacey, he's strong on the ball. He just ticks all those boxes for me.
Yeah, listen, before he came to us, bearing in mind he was at Charnock Richard, he hadn't played for a couple of months. He was on their bench. You were getting 5, 10, 15 minutes here and there, which is very, very difficult, when you're a player, and certainly when you're that quick. He's too quick for his own good sometimes. Hence why the hamstring problem. But he's bided his time. He's been patient. His attitude's been fantastic. Off the field.
100%.
You get your rewards at the end of the day.
Yeah, he's like a little bit of a ray of sunshine, really. When he comes in, he's always good. He's high-fiving everybody. He comes up to the committee and the fans, and everybody's really gelled with him. I think it's good that he's got this connection with everybody. It's nice.
I think he's joined a football club that, he wanted to be part of. He knew how big the football club were. Obviously, he knows Matt very well. He knows Lee very well. He knows some of the players like Niall Sultan and Brandon and people like that. So he's slotted in very nicely, But at the end of the day, he has to deliver. He has to put a performance in. He has to contribute as does everybody else, and earn the right to be in the team. And that is hopefully what he can do today. There's no different for him than anybody else in the team. Like I say, and like I say, I hope he plays well today. It'd be nice for him to score and he'll certainly cause problems with his pace. That is a given. He always has done over the years. But yeah, he's looking strong. He's a young lad. He's not old or anything like that. But it's good. It's like I say. Also people like Brad Sixsmith and Colby, the young lads. Who's
there's a lot of talent.
I have to say, big mention as well to Malachi.
Yeah,
Malachi left the football club. Probably 3 months back. And we had a disagreement, me and him personally, about footballing side of things and stuff like that and commitment and he disappeared for 2 or 3 weeks and then he's come back and we had a chat one night at about 11 o'clock at night on the phone and I have to say
I should imagine you get a few of those
absolutely absolutely but I have to say a massive credit to him because he's come back in, he's made himself available for training, he's worked hard out of possession. Great talent. With the ball, but you need, if you're going to progress, you need more than just being a little bit of talent. You've got to train, you've got to have that desire, you've got to work hard. And I have to say, every credit, and that's why he's in the team. Yeah, because 3 months back, he wouldn't have been in the team. He'd have been on the bench. And now he can do 90 minutes. So, where he was blowing up after an hour before.
Yeah, again, he's one of these players that as soon as he gets the ball, it creates a little bit of excitement with the fans. You're all expecting something quite remarkable, and I think Marcus and Malachi provide that. It's
he's a talent, as is like to Sam Unwin, and and like you say, and Switz,
some great players.
Dylan Switters, there's been a pro at Stevenage Bury, he's a very, very, very good player.
Class,
but again, the same for Switz and Sam and everybody else. If you're going to achieve the maximum out of your footballing career, you have to train, you have to show the desire, and you have to show the commitment. You have to give something back, and then you'll enjoy your football more because you'll perform better. And that's trying to get younger players and people across the board these days, I think, to understand that you've got to put a little bit back, and if that's all it is turning up, turn up and play and do your best. In my opinion, that's not hard to do.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're heading in the right direction, definitely. I'm very aware of time for you as well, Steve. I mean, it'd be great if you could stay in here for the next 90 minutes or so.
In here, so I actually might stay in here and just leave it to Brody.
Just shout through the glass.
Leave it to Brody and Matt, and they'll probably win. Probably win with me in here.
Yeah, so appreciate that. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Chris. And like I said, good luck to the fans and have a lovely weekend. And hopefully we can get a win for you to make it a little bit better for you.
Yeah, fingers crossed. And I'll see you a little bit later on after the game for a little post-match chat, if that's okay.
Oh, absolutely, Chris.
Brilliant. Appreciate that.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thanks a lot, Steve. Thanks. So how good was that?
Absolutely. Thanks, mate. I fucking let me know what we're talking about.
Yep.
Anyone listen to that, they go, oh, them two don't know what about.
So there we go. Northwich Fix manager Steve Pickup giving his pre-match chat on the live commentary. I'm just waiting for Sean to join me now with the commentary team, part of the commentary team. Sean Robinson, he's making his way up the steps like a diva that he is, and he's going to come in now and give us a little bit of a team rundown of who's doing what, when, why, and how and where. Hiya, mate. You all right?
Very well, Chris. Yourself?
Yeah, great, mate. Great. We're blinded by the light again, as you can see.
Yeah, it's certainly not ideal, mate. But we're doing the best of what we've got.
We are. Come on in, Ian. You're all right. You're all right. It's just there's only about 12 million watching, so.
11.5 million.
11.5.
They've seen you come in, Edge.
Have we got some comments there? I have to put my glasses on for this. Yippee! Callum's on. Yay! Good luck today, Nigel Paul. Can Ewan come on, please? I don't think Ewan's playing today, is he? Is Ewan?
Yeah, he is.
Is he? Is Ewan? Is he playing?
Yeah.
Ewan Causer?
Oh no! So I thought you meant. Sorry, I'm getting mixed up somewhere. Ewan's on
bench. Is he? Yeah. There you go.
My plug. I can't hear you. You hear me?
Yeah.
I can't hear you. If it's off you, mate.
What about that? How's that, mate?
No, still nothing. Nope.
Oh, you're on. I've got you on anyway.
I can't hear a word, mate.
What's going on there? We should be. Your mic's on anyway because I can hear it. So
yeah.
And obviously, what about that? Nothing.
Nope.
Oh, that's the one. How's that?
Nope.
Should be. No.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Ah, good. There we go. There we go. Buttons and tech.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think of making me a living from that, would you? But you can't tell.
If it was made of concrete, mate, I'd be your man, but
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Vix team news, just before I go and read it out over the tannoy, is number 1, Adam Reed, Joe Camozzi, Matthew Clark, captain, Brad Sixsmith, Fraser Cookson, Brandon Barsky, Malachi McKenzie, Kobe McWilliams, Sam Unwin, Callum Parker, and Marcus Perry on his return to the side. The subs are Ogundari,
Yep.
Mills, Switters, Causa, and Joe Bembelita.
Strong.
Very strong side, mate.
Strong squad. I'm
Yeah.
impressed with that. Steve's just given his verdict on it, and he's kind of quite happy with what we've got today as well, and he's willing that we can get 3 points for the fans. And
yeah, it's good to see as well. Looking at that team sheet, it's a pretty full strength team.
Yeah.
Especially this time of year, it doesn't seem there's many injuries. Interesting to see Grindrod's not on the sheet given his performance in the last game, but maybe he's just resting him. But yeah, there's no one else really that screams out to me that you would have on the team or the subs bench really. So yeah, good full strength side. Should be a good game here against seventh place Stourport Swifts.
Yep.
So yeah,
we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's
brilliant sunshine.
I know.
Which there always is every time we do this.
I know. I've heard many things about Winsford. The gorgeous sunshine wasn't one of them, but
the beaches and the sunshine.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I had a donkey ride on my way in. And,
we won't go there with that.
No, I've been to DB's on a Saturday night. A few of them about. Not there's anything wrong with the great town of Winsford, of course.
No, we love Winsford. Winsford's great.
We do love Winsford. Good people, to be fair.
Yeah. Look what I've got. I've got a golden goal.
Oh, can't scratch that yet.
I do believe Tommy Barrow's selling them around the ground now. If anybody's watching on your mobile while you're doing the ground thing as well, I suppose that's possible, is it?
Yeah, very possible, mate. Full 4G internet around here as well.
Yeah. Oh well.
Which we didn't have.
Grab a golden goal.
Grab a golden goal if you get the chance.
Yep.
Right, I'm just going to pop off and do the tannoy announcement for the team sheet. I don't know if we're doing anything for Frank.
I think we are. Yeah.
Oh, okay. A minute's applause or a minute.
I think there's. Yeah, I'm sure there is. Yeah.
Okay. I'll keep an eye out for that then. I'll go and I'll check with Edgy then before I put my tannoy announcement.
All right. Yeah. And I will entertain the great British public. Well,
I thought that was Tuesday.
Oh. Yes, so that's it. So Sean's just going to find out a few little details of what's happening, the running order of things today. And obviously we did mention the sad passing of Vic's legend, Frank Corrigan, who was, in my eyes, one of the greatest players ever to put a green and white strip on. Frank was an absolute legend. Sadly, he passed away at he was 71, which is no age nowadays. But I do remember Frank fondly, and a huge character at Northwich Vix, great player. And just a real class, skillful player was Frank. So hopefully we'll be sorting something out just before kick-off for Frank, in remembrance of Frank. Sean's just finding out some details, and then he's got to do his live shout-outs of the running order for the players, both teams over the tannoy, which he's very good at. He is the king of the tannoy. And if anybody's got any questions, if you need to ask anything, then just flick a message in YouTube chat and send it over, and if we've got the answers, we'll do our best. See, is that
between Northwich Victoria and Stourport Swifts. Today's lineups are as follows.
Very good.
Your visitors.
Good. It's good.
Number 1, Jamie Emery. 2, Matt Harland. 3, Jim Hansen. 4, Ethan Hansen. 5, Ben Jevons. 6, Jamie Meadows. 7 is Drew Canavan. 8, Martin Slevin. 9, Dan Rieker. 10, Ben Tilbury. And 11, Ramar Murray. And your substitutes for the visitors are as follows: Matt Hansen.
Come on in.
Harris James.
Joining me now,
and goalkeeper Ryan
Mr. NVFC Live or Live NVFC, Mark Tong. How are you doing, Mark? Yeah, very good, very good. Yeah, we're off and running again. We've had a great little chat with Mr. Pickup. He's very confident about today. Good strong squad, good strong bench, great sunny weather. So fingers crossed we can get the 3 points and Dave. Yep. Nice to see Dave. Yep, keeping his eye on us is Dave. It's great that. There's Dave. Oh, that's really difficult to do that. There he is. Legend, Vix legend. I was just chatting actually about Frank Corrigan. I remember when there was a little lad going to Burton Albion and was draped in green and white scarves. And I had remember the old rattles that you saw? Yeah, one of them things. Yeah. I was with a couple of mates. Yeah, they were very annoying actually when I think about it. I must get one. And we went to Burton. we went for in the house actually, and we went to Burton Albion, and like I say, I was in awe of Frank as a player. I was only a little kid, like I say, and he walked up to us before the game, and he just said, "There you go, there's 2 complimentaries for you lads." Oh, and I was like, it was like Lionel Messi giving me a ticket. You know, it was just, I was just like, oh yeah, he was incredible. Probably one of the most skillful players I've ever seen at any level of football was Frank Corrigan.
He was before my time as a bit.
Yeah.
I started many years later, but you know, you read the history of the club, and his name always pops up.
Oh yeah, he really was a class act, was Frank Corrigan. Yeah, he was just and a fun kind of guy as well, a bit of a character.
There will be a minute's applause before the game in memory of Frank Corrigan.
There we go. You might have heard that in the background.
Yeah, there you go.
Doing a minute's
applause for Frank. Yeah, he was. He really, you know, it gets bandied around that term legend a lot, and he really was a Vix legend, Frank. It was a shock when I heard the news that he'd passed away. Because, like I say, he was only 71, but fond memories of Frank, and he's part of the FA Cup team, and they said winning team then.
Winning team.
Yeah, I think we did get to the semi-final once, didn't we, of the FA Cup?
Next year as well.
It was probably about 1880 odd, I think. But all in all, yeah, he was a class player, and sad news for the club.
Yeah, sure, definitely was. You got prediction for today?
My prediction for today is Northwich Victoria 4, Stourport Swifts 1.
I'd take that.
Yeah, so will I.
Any day.
I'm feeling really optimistic today. I don't know whether it's the Christmas spirit that's spreading in my veins or what, but I'm sure that there's a big win coming, and I'm hoping it's today.
I'm delighted that young Callum Parker's got started.
Yeah. Well, Steve was actually just chatting about Callum, and 1 or 2 messages there have said about Callum, and it's great that, because he's been ever so patient. He's waited for his opportunity, and today it looks like he's got it. So fingers crossed he'll score a hat trick for us. And
he's been putting in the shift as well. He's been playing for the under-21s.
Yeah, you know.
Sunday, so he's really buying into the club. He's trying to get his fitness. He's trying to prove it, and he's got his reward today, starting up front, number 9.
Yeah.
Let's hope he bags a few goals.
Yeah, fingers crossed, because he causes a few problems, I think. I think with Sam, once they got playing together a couple of times. Yeah. For me, my ideal bit is obviously, you know, I've got a bit of a thing. I think I've got a bit of a man crush for Marcus Perry, but because I keep talking about Marcus Perry all the time. But I think Marcus out left, Malachi right, Sam up front with Niall, with Callum, and I think we've cracked it really. I'd like to see how that unfolds.
Yeah, they're still warming up out here.
Yep.
Getting close to kick off.
Yeah, it was nice and warm in here, but somebody's left the door open. Born in a barn.
Well.
Yeah.
Very loud.
Yep. So you're going to be joining us at half-time.
Half-time, got special guest on.
Yeah.
So I'll be here. I'll take over. Give these gents a little break.
Yeah. That'd be great.
And I'll take you through 15 minutes of some lovely action.
Great. That'd be fantastic. Yeah. We just noticed that Sean disappeared again now.
He has. I don't know how you're going to cope today. The sun is absolutely glaring.
Well,
in here.
Yeah, it kind of it's a little bit intense for the first sort of 20-25 minutes from the previous game, and then it just dipped enough behind those roofs there that we could see. The only downside from this commentary position is we can't see that corner flag, and we can't see that corner flag. So we're guessing a little bit about what's kind of happening at times when it goes up there, but I'm sure we'll be okay. Something to do with the keeper's nets now.
Yeah, near the bottom.
Oh, and his bottom.
Are you coming to take over again?
Yeah, I'll take over.
Good man. Here he comes.
You're not paying me for anything other than half-time.
No, that's it. And we know he's expensive, this Mark Tong, so we have to keep the royalties down.
See you at half-time.
See you later, mate. Thank you very much. So that sun, we're just talking about that sun, Sean. It's there's a little bit of cloud popping in front of it now, which, as you can see, we're not like that anymore.
No. We still can't see these corners, though.
No.
So that's going to be another enjoyable experience.
If we move the pitch probably 20 yards that way.
Yeah, that's all they need to do. You know,
problem solved.
Say to them people who have got houses and gardens, we're invading a bit.
Yeah.
For the good of Mid-Cheshire football, I'm sure they'll understand.
Yep. We've got a couple of comments there.
Hopefully.
I can't see those without these. Yippee, Callum's on. Nigel Ball. Hi, Nigel. Hope you're feeling better, mate. You've been a little bit poorly with this man flu, I believe. So fingers crossed you're up and about around the house again and feeling a little bit more human. Ewan Causer is on the subs bench, according to...
according to the team sheet. Yes, he is on the bench. So Yeah, so that's something. Certainly something. I've just seen Tommy Grindrod in the bar there. He has done something to his knee, nothing major. He was walking perfectly fine, but yeah, apparently he just tweaked his knee at the last home game going in for a 50-50 that he reckons he shouldn't have done. It wasn't the one that I thought he might have got sent off for. It was the one after that. So yeah, hopefully he's back on the team sheet soon enough.
Yeah.
They are just making some, if you just see down there, Biddle and young Christian are just fixing the net. The referee very, very politely, to be fair to him, approached me and said, "You all right, mate?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Just fixed a hole in the net on the left-hand side, but as I was fixing that one, I noticed we're on the right-hand side and we can't kick off with a hole in the net."
Invaluable you are.
I know. I don't know what
nobody else would
me to do.
Nobody else would have picked up on that.
But no one else.
They must have thought you looked like the net man.
Yeah, well, luckily, I knew we were putting the flags up today, so I brought some cable ties with me. So there's currently a Kingfisher International, shout out to Kingfisher, cable tie going in the net at the far end there. I can't see that net, but yeah, apparently we are currently, it looks like we've now successfully cable tied the net together.
Brilliant.
Yeah, Christian and Biddle are currently leaving the pitch.
Great.
Yeah,
Hi, Den. You all right? More guests. Now, I believe we have, we're going to give a big shout out because anybody who wants to sponsor this, you can do. Obviously, any sponsorship is, if you're a business, it's tax deductible. Give it to the Vics instead of the tax man.
I know, they've got loads of money.
Yeah, they don't need it.
They've got a lot more. I mean, they're not even spending the money they have got. So
yeah,
give it to us.
You're filling in your tax returns. You should be banging a figure in that says Northwich Victoria sponsorship. It's tax deductible.
Yeah.
So if you are interested in sponsoring any of the games or anything like that, and we've got a brilliant lad, a lad that I have known all my life who sponsored today's match, Sean Boyle from Northwich. Good builder, Sean is actually.
Is he?
Yeah,
is he
good
really?
Rugby player Sean was as well. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember Sean. I first met Sean when he was about 9. We used to play with a lad from across the road, Peter, and we used to all play footy and things like that as kids, you know. So it's great that Sean Boyle has sponsored today's match.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he can't make it to the game today. But I'm sure he's going to be along at some point, and we'll see whether we can get him in on the live commentaries, which will be exciting as well.
That'll be good. That will be good.
Yeah.
I believe he's sponsored it sort of in memory of Frank.
Yes. Yeah.
In memory of Frank Corrigan, of course. Yeah, I heard you saying to Mark while I was walking about what a shame it was and what a surprise it was more than anything else. He wasn't all that old, and like you say, the word legend does get bandied about far too often, especially in non-league. But yeah, he was a real pinnacle of our golden years. Really.
Oh, it was class. It was class.
Yeah.
You know, when I say that about Frank, I mean any level of football I've seen. Frank was probably in my top 10 from Premier League players to non-league. You know, he just really was a pleasure to watch, and very skillful, very quick feet.
It's funny, isn't it? At this level, you do get players that, you know, do just sort of stick with you.
Yeah.
Certainly, you know, from your younger years, they were your Ronaldo, Beckham, whoever. You know, when you were younger, following Vics.
Oh yeah.
You know, I used to go. I remember on a Saturday, and I've said this name a million times, but I used to go to Victoria Stadium on a Saturday and watch Carlos Roca doing his thing. Then you go and watch Match of the Day on a Saturday night and think, Carlos could have done that.
Yeah.
And from what I've heard of Frank Corrigan, a lot of people have said the same. You know, he might have been playing at the non-league level, but he was really, you know, like Steve Walters went on to be.
Yeah.
I mean, class act.
I think Frank actually started at Liverpool playing for the under-18s. As a youth, and then I think he had a stint at Blackpool, Burton Albion. He was a legend at Burton Albion. Obviously, he went from the Vics. He moved to Wigan, played 3 seasons, top flight at Wigan. He was just, you know, he was a great footballer.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it?
Did exceptionally well.
The players just entering the pitch now, but it is funny the amount of players from that time who did start off at Vics or similar levels and went on to play top flight, you know, first division as it was back then. It's not a modern phenomena as the papers had painted it out to be. You know, you look at even Gary Taylor Fletcher,
from Sean Teal,
and obviously, Steve Walters, as I mentioned before, went from our sort of level to play top flight senior football. So yeah, look, all the players and refs are just shaking hands now.
I can actually remember years ago playing Crewe. I think it was in a cup match, and Stevie Walters played for Crewe, Alex, and he annihilated us on his own.
Yeah.
And then the following week, somebody said on the terraces, we've signed a lad from Crewe. And I said, I hope it's that number 7. And all the crowd laughed because that's how ridiculous it was for us to sign. And then out the tunnel, carrying a football, came Stevie Walters. It was one of the moments where you think, how have we got this guy?
Yeah.
And again, another great player, Steve was. Again, one of the most skillful footballers I'd seen. Tough tackling, great midfielder, Steve was.
Let me just go and announce the minutes of pause. Frank, won't be a moment. And we'll now commence a 1 minute applause in memory of Vic's legend, Frank Corrigan. I may have been a little bit quick on that.
Yeah, it's all right.
Minutes applause. But...
Have you got a prediction for the game?
I'm going to say 1-1 half-time, 2-1 Vicks.
Oh, I've really stuck my neck out. 4-1.
4-1.
4-1 for Vicks.
Against the top 17.
Yeah, I'm feeling confident today.
Very
Just
brave.
shows I don't know anything about football, really.
Maybe Stourport might have had their Christmas do last night.
Good point.
4-1's not a bad shout if they have.
Yeah. Yeah, nice touch that.
Yeah, brilliant from both sets of players, of course, from both clubs. A man who didn't just touch Northwich football; he touched the wider footballing landscape, really. But he will, of course, be remembered for that afternoon on the drill field when we sent Elton John home rather unhappy.
I remember it very well.
One of the few afternoons that man probably felt a little bit in his stomach.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And all the Vicks fans were singing, "Don't Go Breaking My Heart," to him as he left the stand, which was rather funny.
Yeah.
Sorry, Elton, if you're watching.
I'm not. In fact, if you're watching, get that tax deductible, Elton. Deductible.
Yeah, tax deductible.
We know you don't like the tax, man.
Yes, come and have a word with us.
Yeah, we'll spend it much better than they will. We'll spend it on centre halves rather than infrastructure and road programmes that get cancelled.
So if you remember, we had a pink keeper last time. We got a pink keeper today.
We did it similar pink.
Yeah,
quite an aggressive pink again. And they've gone for a Coleman's mustard yellow this time. So maybe it's a yellow top, pink goalkeeper away shirt across the league.
Yeah.
This is obviously the second home game we've commentated on, and both teams have played in yellow with bright pink goalkeepers. Vic's obviously in the traditional green and white. The away side, Stourport in yellow and
looks
black
like 4-4-2
shoulders.
to me.
Yeah, I think looking at the team sheet, it's a 4-4-2. Yeah, interesting not to see Malachi. Did I mention is Malachi playing?
Yeah, he's there.
Oh, he's number 7. He is number 7. There you go. I did. I'll be honest with you. I rewatched our commentary from the other Saturday.
Oh yes.
And twice in the first 10 minutes, I mentioned that Malachi McKenzie might be an important player this afternoon.
You did. I remember it well.
And he obviously went on to score a 93rd minute winner. So, Marcus Perry will be an important player today.
Is that your prediction?
That's my prediction. It's good to see him back.
Me. Yeah, you know me, man crush for Marcus.
Yeah. And I saw his missus and kid down on the near side here. They're obviously now expecting a baby girl.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, congratulations. That was great, wasn't it? I saw the reveal.
Yeah, it's a lovely touch. Yeah. Congratulations to Marcus and family. Let's hope for a good game. We've now kicked off, and I don't think he meant that.
Oh, the ref put his whistle to his mouth straight away. It looked like he was going to be one of those that's going to start blowing for anything.
Yeah, but they played it back to their centre mid, who went to play a ball over the top and absolutely miscued it out towards the touchline, as I suspect he wasn't wanting to do. Look who it is.
Yeah, look who it is.
It's Christmas Craig.
Crashing the party.
Crashing, as always.
Oh, yeah. Good. Yeah, we've got a strong squad.
Mrs. Craig.
Yeah, gone to shout at the ref.
Yeah, and probably a couple of away players. And
yeah, as she does.
Yeah.
She's very good at that.
She is. She's very good. She's better on an away day, though.
Yeah.
When we've started drinking early.
Oh, yeah. When there's been a couple of cases of wine consumed.
Yeah.
Just by Anne, not
just by Anne.
Yeah.
Not even by the wider coach.
Yeah. Just by Anne,
yeah, we were having a dry coach on the way there. But no, not just because she's your wife, but she's a great Vix fan. Yeah, more the merrier of that type.
Yeah.
Certainly merrier.
Looking like we've got a bit of a corner.
They
have
a corner.
Yep.
It's on this far left hand side where
whipped over,
headed away by Joe Camozzi. That's twice in 2 games now. He's won a header. So I don't know if he's grown over the time he spent away from the club, but yeah, he's learned how to head a ball.
Ball came back out to midfield and then was launched back into the area, but dealt with quite easily.
Yeah, it's good to see someone win starting as well.
Yeah.
I mean, there was talk earlier in the week that he wouldn't be on the pitch and he'd be joining us up here in the commentary box.
Yes, there was talk.
Maybe he's decided commentary wasn't for him and he is actually a footballer.
Steve was for staying in all the game.
Was he?
He was up for that, yeah.
He won't get a touchline ban if he says it up here, what he says down there.
Well, he might have said something on the way out that might get him a ban from the commentary box. I don't know till I've played it back, but
yeah, we'll see. We'll watch and see.
We'll see, yeah.
No, it is, like you say, though, it is a full-strength Vic side. This time of year, it's good to see. You know, normally this time of year, we're carrying 3 or 4 injuries and we're having to rope players in. And I don't know if it's, sort of a counties versus Midland League thing where we have got less games and they're more spread out, that players aren't picking up those niggly little bitey injuries that you get on cold pitches like this.
Yeah, fair point, that, Sean. Yeah, it's it must have an impact.
Certainly would. Certainly would.
So Vic's have got a throw in.
Yeah, throw in on the far touchline so we can actually see.
Or is it?
Oh, no.
No, it's them.
No, that is a Stourport throw in.
Someone
did go and pick the ball up and he put it back down. I was just as confused as you were there, mate. Laura Inslee, look. That's the wife there listening in the car.
Oh.
Hello. Hello, Laura. Hello, Sandra. I'm sure you're loving listening to this. I know how much you love listening to my voice. And little baby Paul, my son, will be listening to this.
Oh, great.
So, hello, baby Paul.
Hello, baby Paul.
Yeah, he'll be up here.
Is this
soon.
place haunted or what? It's like there's a bit of a ghost walking around.
I know. Oh, it's Christian.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Christian. Did you manage to fix the net? Yeah, we fixed the net. Look at us.
So we're out. Where are we? Halfway line.
Fixing what?
Stourport got the ball.
Oh, cheers.
Little ball floated over the top, but Joe Camozzi just handles it easily.
Yeah, and Adam Reid, the finest goalkeeper in the league,
does what Adam Reid does.
Does Adam Reid
puts it in the stand.
Kicks it just over the halfway line, out for a throw in.
Vic's regroup.
Yeah, a little bit nervous now, knowing that my son's listening to this. But no, he'll be here soon enough.
Yeah,
he came to a few games at Witten, but it's just a bit too cold for him now.
Yeah,
there's only so many layers you can put on him.
Well, exactly. It's a bit too cold for me.
Exactly.
Here's the ghost again.
Oh, the ghost of Christian past and present. Yeah, very festive of you, Christian.
Yes.
Be interesting to keep an eye on Marcus Perry this afternoon. Just make sure that knee is holding up, because he did have. I don't think he had surgery, but he certainly had a lot of physio work done on it and a couple of machines and this.
Yeah, his hamstring was his problem, I think.
That was it, the hamstring. Yeah. So hopefully he's back and fighting fit. He looks up for it, but he always looks up for it. Just Pez. So.
Yeah, he's. We had a nice little chat about Marcus, like I say, and Steve was full of praise for him and his commitment. And he said he's in one of the players, managers groups and contributes a lot. And he just seems really as though he's really enjoying his football at the Vix.
Yeah, and yeah, he enjoys the club. And I think the amount of effort the club went to when he did get his injury, I think that's obviously brought him a bit closer to the club. You do tend to see that, when a player does get a particularly bad injury, if the club just sort of go, oh, he's injured, see in a couple of weeks kind of thing, they tend to go elsewhere once they get fit. But the club did circle around him and did help him out.
Ball's whipped in the box.
Oh, there's a game going on, isn't there?
And it kind of just
it meanders out. That was a meander,
yeah,
I think.
Yeah, that's a good word. It did meander out. It's like it's a Vic's throwing. Vic's
goal kick, I believe.
Goal
Yeah.
kick. Yeah.
Yeah. Adam Reid obviously going to.
And again, we regroup.
Yeah.
They don't look particularly. Oh, they've got a couple of big lads, haven't they?
I was thinking that when they were doing the minutes applause, this number 3, he looks like a traditional non-league centre half.
Yeah.
He's going to be all elbows in the air.
Yeah.
But the other 2 don't look particularly menacing.
No.
That number 8 looks like he's come from the under 12s team or something. He's a particularly small lad in centre midfield. That
looked like a foul to me.
Yeah, he had his eyes on the ball, but yeah, he didn't jump.
Yeah, foul to Stourport.
Yeah,
backed into their guy as the ball was lofted.
Yeah,
from Adam Reid. Stourport go again.
Marcus Perry there chasing down the fullback with all his might. So it's good to see that he probably trusts that hamstring now because if you weren't at 100%, you're not making that run across a pitch like this.
No, you do kind of time it and save it a bit, don't you?
Yeah. All credit to
like I know.
All credit to Winsford United though. The pitch for late December is in very good condition.
Yeah.
You hear all kinds of horror stories from rival teams as to the pitch at Winsford, but they've produced a very good pitch for this afternoon's game.
Yeah.
And, all credit to them.
Fantastic.
For this time of year. Because sometimes you remember going back, non-league pitches used to be mud baths. But this looks just after pre-season sort of time. But again, maybe us being in the middle league and playing less games is going to be beneficial to the pitch as well.
Again, fair point that, Sean.
We're
Yeah,
having to play twice
so
a
it's
week.
Vic's throw in. Is it Matty Clark?
That is Matty Clark.
Big long one. Side. Throws it into the area. Defended out.
Yeah, headed away. Clark there on the edge of the box. He's got the ball into the corner. Backed into the corner. Is he going to play it out?
Whips it in.
He's whipped in across, and the keeper claims that easily.
Yeah.
But no, it's good to see Vic's getting the ball in the box, and it's good to see Matty Clark. It's just good to see Matty Clark. I think in 10 years' time, he will go down as sort of post
nice touch, Malachi. Great touch.
Yeah, great.
Vic's attacking. Oh,
yeah. I think he's
just cut out. Well defended, really.
The defender there plays it out for a throw in. Towards Malachi. Joe Camosi with the throw in on the near side. No, it's good to see Malachi's got his tail up a bit, hasn't he? He looks up for it.
Yeah, Steve said the same thing. He said, 2 or 3 months ago, he wouldn't have got in the team because his lack of commitment. He said now he's really up to his game. He's working hard for it, and and he said it's not about just having the skills. It's having the commitment and the desire and the passion and the drive to do well at this level. And he's up to his game, if you pardon the pun, and that's what he's doing.
Just a quick one on Nigel Ball's question there. Any news on Alex Bennett's recovery? He was meant to be recovering for the Boxing Day game, Nige. Was his initial outlook when I saw him at pre-season this year. I think that's now been pushed back into January, so as to sort of ease his recovery back into the team. But yeah,
long ball forward.
That is fairly imminent.
And Marcus Perry challenges forward. He's got the ball.
Malachi there did well on
great touch
with the defender. Great play, Sam Win, edge of the box.
Takes his time on the ball.
Faces up the defender, plays it back there. 10. And the ball's headed away by the Stourport defender. But no, Vic's on the front foot here. I'd have blown for that if I was the referee.
Like he maybe played a bit of an advantage there.
Yeah.
It landed towards Sam Win. Who's dribbled past the guy, whips it in.
Come on. Oh, Malachi there very nearly got on the end of it.
Didn't quite just drop for him. It's a shame that.
A sort of pinball across the box that bounced off a few defenders. And Malachi there, very unfortunate.
Yeah, their defender just lashed it out of the ground.
Yeah, very unfortunate not to. Lashed it? Did he lash it? He fluffed it for a throw.
Yeah, stocking leg. We're not going on to stockings or socks or anything today.
No
socks or stockings, anything like that. No.
I mean, now you mention it.
Well, have you had any new ones? Are you waiting for some new ones?
I think there is some probably going to be in my stocking for Christmas.
I'm desperate. Every time I put a pair of socks on, they've got holes in.
Oh no, we've gone football sock today.
Oh, have you?
We've gone for 2017-2018 season Napoli away socks.
Nice. This looks a bit.
Yeah, Stourport here on the break. We'll discuss my Napoli socks in a minute. Stourport here is 6 on the edge of the box, and
Yeah.
Lashed it.
He's lashed it out towards the
lashed that one.
Yeah.
It was going nowhere really. It was about 20 foot high and about 20 foot wide.
Yeah,
so.
I think he's seen his missus in Morrison's car park and tried to pass it to her. It was that far wide. So Vic's the goal kick here, but I can't advise football socks enough. Keep the whole leg warm. Lovely job. Still not got around to picking up any these Aldi thermals though. No. Aldi, if you are watching,
check them out. Yeah, check them out.
Yeah, Aldi, tax deductible.
Tax deductible.
Yeah, if you want to sponsor the commentary, I was going to call it a podcast. I'm definitely not.
Yeah. Goal kick.
Yeah, Adam Reid did a goal kick. Lumped upfield, past the halfway line. Bit of a 50-50 in the air there between Vix and Stourport. And Stourport back on the break with 7 on the far side.
Oh, nice little turn back.
Yeah, very nice. And headed away.
Dealt with.
Malachi on the ball there, just inside our own half. He's taking his man on. Pass it, Malachi. Malachi's done very nicely there. And it's back with Joe Camosi at fullback. Lumped into the midfield. Yeah, a bit of a 50-50, and it's cleared away there by Stourport. Bit of back and forth here.
Big
no
boot forward.
Really putting a foot on it and doing anything sort of attacking-wise.
Yeah.
The assistant linesman checks his watch. They're only 10 minutes in, mate. Don't know what he's checking his watch for. And it is played across the Vic's box, bit too high, bit too wide, and Adam Reid
scoops it up.
Yeah. Look very far away there. Though.
Yeah.
I thought that was outside the box, to be honest.
Big kick again.
Yeah, towards
3 at the
Perry.
back.
But yeah, they've gone 3 at the back.
Sucked it
Perry's
up
on his own, so yeah, that was always going to be a Stourport
Can't
ball.
see what's going on there. Headed back by the Vic's defence to Adam Reid.
Yeah.
And he just does a couple of keepy uppies and then passes the ball.
Yeah, a couple of months ago, he'd somehow managed to put on his own net, but not this time. A couple of keepy uppies like Ronaldinho on the beach, and the ball.
Nice turn, Marcus.
Yeah, Marcus Perry there turning his defender. I think it's going to take a couple of attacks for him to really get into it. Yeah, he's not played competitive football for
running
a while now, but
goes out for a Vic's throw.
He has given that as a Vic's throw.
Yeah.
But again, it's on the near side, so I'm very much relying on the referee pointing in the right direction to let me know what's going on. Vic's throwing here on the near side. He's throwing into Malachi, I believe. Oh, he's not been thrown in yet. By Joe Camosi there, clears it long upfield. Salmon wins, eye on the ball, and it's gone out for a Stourport throw. Yeah, a bit of back and forth here.
Yeah, it just needs to settle down a touch.
Yeah, no one's really put a foot on it. But both sides just sort of happy to ping it from one end to the other currently. Doesn't make for a great match to commentate on, having 5 minutes like that, but but I think both sides just sort of need to settle in. Bit of push there on Camosi. Ball's being banded around the halfway line currently from one side to the other. It's like an international rugby union match, this, where they get it at fullback and just boot it over everyone else to the other fullback.
There's 7 gets it. He looks.
I was thinking that he looks very confident on the ball, doesn't he?
Yeah, he stops, put a foot on it, and just picked his pass. Then, really, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he's quite happy to have it at feet, isn't he?
Yeah.
Ball's played across the Vic's box.
Bobbled.
Hoofed away by Matty Clark. No mess in there.
Do you think Gary Lineker has to deal with the sun like this?
I don't think he does. You know, when he's doing his thing at the Emirates or Stamford Bridge or no. Balls over the halfway line. Unwin chasing down the centre back. Centre back plays it back to the goalkeeper. Bit of a nothing clearance there from the keeper, and Malachi's got it just inside the Stourport half. Marcus Perry there looking very confident, taking it on the outside. And the defender's just got a foot in, throwing to Vic's on the far side.
It was a little bit better.
Yeah, certainly was. Yeah, I think just get a foot on it and play our football.
Yeah.
You
sometimes find that when you get a team that tends to be a bit of a kick and a rush and a boot, you kind of drop to their level.
Yeah, you get lulled into it, don't you? You know, I've seen it in this Midlands league. A lot of teams tend to be physical and like a good bit of a scrap in midfield and kicking you and all that.
And occasionally we do get drawn into that kick in your back kind of thing.
Here we go.
Is that Unwin there on the far side?
Yeah.
Just getting his foot under the ball, and it's gone very high over the Stourport crossbar. But it's good to see Vic's just in their half.
Pink shirt's really. Only just retrieved it.
He's only just retrieved
it. Went that far.
It is a big run-off area though here at Barton Stadium. I do believe, though, speaking to their chairman, that is something they're looking to sort out, to bring the far side standing area closer to the goal. Gives you more space, and it also, brings the crowd a bit closer to the pitch.
Oh, big shout
there
for a Vic's challenge, but referee just ignored it.
Referee has give something.
Oh, he's gone back. Yes, I think he just let.
He let play develop, and it didn't. So back for a throw in just inside Vic's half there, just on the edge of the halfway circle.
Free kick.
What did I say?
Throw in.
No, best not throw it in from there. Free kick rather.
Yes.
And it's lumped over the
aim towards Malachi.
Again. And the defender's headed it backwards for a Vic's throw-in now. This one is a Vic's throw-in. Definitely is a throw-in this time. Yeah, it's good to see Clark and Barsky back together in a Vic's team, really. Didn't think you'd be seeing that this summer.
Yeah, you kind of feel confident when you see.
Yeah, when you see them two lurking on the halfway line, you feel safe that a counter-attack's not going to get too far. So if they get past Brandon, then Matty Clark's putting you in the stands. Really.
Oh, yeah.
Loves a 50-50.
Oh, he's very good at that.
Yeah, he loves it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Just leaving his foot in slightly too long. Just catching his man.
Ball's whipped in.
Towards Unwin. Oh, the keeper fluffs at the ball, just manages to get it away, and they're on the counter, but come out.
Oh, Joe.
As you can tell, Kamosi went in for a tackle that maybe he shouldn't have done there. And I believe he's been given a judge offside there. Joe plays it quickly to Malachi just inside our half, back with Kamosi, and it is pushed upfield, straight to the Stourport defence. Yeah, we're going back and forth here a little bit again. Stourport have got it in the corner on this far side, well, near side to us, but in the corner we can't see.
Little dinky 1-2.
Yeah, playing in triangles, aren't they?
On the edge of the area. Now this looks a bit more for them.
Yeah, on the far side, they've got it cleaned up very nicely by 10 there for Vic's.
Great.
I can only see his shirt number. I can't see which player it is there. May have been Unwin, actually.
Let's get these windows cleaned at some point.
We'll have to have a chat with Winsford about this and figure out how to close that top window there as well.
Yeah.
A little bit on the chilly side today.
Sam Unwin
on the ball for Vic's.
Still Sam.
A little bit dinky,
looking for his moment.
Yeah, he's just waiting for play to develop around him.
Yeah, give him a little bit of respect there, guy. Then he stood off him.
Yeah, he's.
There's the man.
Yeah, Perry into the box. To the keeper again, and he is frustrated. But that was good football from Vic's there. Unwin waited for play to develop, and picked a pass to Perry. And
their guy gave him quite a little bit of space there.
That's the second time their keeper slipped over kicking it. You might want to have a look at his boots at half time, that lad, because you don't want that. Ball trickles through there to Adam Reid on the Stourport counter. But that was better from Vic's, though. That was definitely better from Vic's. Good to see. Someone wins the kind of player who needs someone with him. Like Paul Brayson used to be.
Yeah, great player, Brayson, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah. But you trust him one-on-one. But Brayson always needed a Johnny Allen.
Yeah.
To stand there and ping balls off and play alongside. So,
you're just not dropping legendary names there.
I know that was. Oh,
I always thought his name was Super Johnny Allen.
Super Johnny Allen and Mark Sale. Mark Sale busted my nose while he was warming up once at Victoria Stadium and gave me his shirt. I've still got that in the loft. After the game, he came and found me with blood pouring out my nose.
It's got to hurt.
Yeah, well, they were practicing free kicks, and Mark Sale was not our designated free kick taker, and you could see why. And he put it just wide of the post, and me and my dad was stood behind the goal, and it went bang, burst my nose open. He caught that he hit that ball as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, never seen a man so apologetic in all his life. But no, good. What a team that was back going back there. Obviously not as good as this team we've got in the Midlands. But
Obviously.
yeah, obviously. I mean, if we get anything this season, then they'll be in the same conversation for me. And you look at where we were this summer. To have a competitive 11 on the pitch is testament really to Pico and Matt Barnes and the coaching staff and the great work they've done.
Yeah, well, I was only saying to Pico on his little pre-match chat on here before, you know, that we've got some strength in the squad and we've got some skill, you know, some skillful players.
Yeah, and you look at that bench; it's not a weak bench.
No, you know, we have got a strong squad, I think.
Yeah,
which again is an amazing achievement.
Yeah, no, it really, really is. It's good to, you know, you look at Camosi, Barsky, when they left this summer, it would have taken not it would have taken a lot for them to come back, but you'd have had to have put a good footballing case forward for them to want to travel all this way. You know, Brandon lives certainly, I think he lives Lancashire way, somewhere up that.
Yeah.
And it's just
and it's a fair clog that when you're
working Monday to Friday. Travelling to your Stourports and your
a little bit of jiggery poker in the Vicks box. I can't quite see because of that sun.
No,
but it's punted forward by somebody, and it's just run out of steam as they're
they mop it up and start playing it across the back. Omen there is hounding down the defenders.
Oh man, he rolled over the ball.
Yeah,
he rolled over the ball.
There
was
nothing to that. It was a 50-50. Both players went for the ball.
He was really sold then, that guy, by the defender who pushed the ball to him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, wasn't a great ball in the first place.
Little bit of a push. Is it? I don't know if it's in the area. Was it in the area?
There was shouts from a pen from someone down here.
Yeah.
I suspect their board and their directors are down in this near side again. But yeah, I'll be honest with you, Chris, I couldn't see too much of that. I just saw a player on the floor and I panicked a little bit. Camosi there heading it away.
Strong again, Joe.
Yeah, really can't see a thing here. They've got the ball just inside our box. It is played against Barsky, and the ball is cleared away by Vicks as far as Marcus Perry on the halfway line.
Holds his man off, turns.
Oh, clever idea from Perry there on the half turn. But yeah, it's soaked up rather well there by the Stourport centre half, who not only controlled the ball but also took it away from Unwin on the break. The ball's played long and high over to Sam Unwin. Sam Unwin edge of the box. He's turned his defender. Sam Unwin at the keeper.
And it's 1-0 Vicks.
1-0 to Vicks there.
Get in.
Cracking bit of football there by Sam Unwin.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Two defenders turned on the inside. The guy slipped over. Sam shoots. Ricochets out. And I can't quite see who it was who popped it in.
I think it may have been Sam who scored it, to be honest with you.
Golden goal.
Golden goal time. Oh, sugar plums. What time are we giving it as? 25?
That's saying 28 there, I think.
We didn't kick off at bang on 3, though, did we?
Did we not?
Applause. I forgot my little timer thing.
Timer, yeah. I don't know who it was who scored. Not quite sure. Couldn't quite see.
I'm unsure.
But 1-0 to Vicks. Northwich Vicks 1, Stourport Swifts 0. So my prediction, as I say, is 4-1 to
4-1
Vicks.
is looking promising.
I'll take that all day long. So, good.
I'm not sure they do that on the match of the day commentary.
Good.
So, good.
Yeah. No, I was just mulling it over again. I was just trying to suss out who scored it, and I still can't decide who it was.
I'll check the tongue.
Okay, mate. Yeah. Well, so we should have we'll try and find out who scored and what minute it was for you. If anybody's watching on the ground or listening to the commentary on the phones, which I believe 1 or 2 do, which is quite nice. We'll give you all the details as quick as possible. And then you can rub your golden goal tickets off, and I will be rubbing mine off while Sean gives you all that information and all those details very soon. So the ball it's just whipped into the edge of the area. Stourport. Ooh. Oh, what a fantastic save from Adam Reed. The ball bounced. Adam was a full stretch dive then. The guy headed it. It bounced on the floor. And as it popped up, Adam Reed dived full stretch to scoop the ball from a certain goal.
Callum Parker.
Good lad, Callum. That'll please Anne. Callum Parker. I did wonder whether it was Callum. So that was a little bit of a let-off for Vix there. Stourport responded with a really good opportunity. It's gone for a corner, and it's a short corner played back to the kick.
23.
And it's just been cleared from the area. Straight back to the Stourport.
Goal for Northwich Victoria on the 23rd minute by Callum Parker. That is golden goal time, 23 minutes.
Callum Parker, well done, Callum. Great to see. Oh, a little bit of a mix-up on the edge of the area. Referees run over. I can't quite see who did what, but I think Joe was involved. Yeah. That was a cracking save from Adam Reed.
What I missed that. I was doing the
guy sort of headed. He jumped up like a salmon.
Oh,
headed the ball down. It bounced up. It was majestic, and Adam Reed just kind of dived full stretch to scoop the ball from the line.
Very nice
for a corner. Yeah. Oh, it was it was class, mate. Class. I'm glad we've got him.
Yeah.
So this looks in a dangerous position, Sean.
Yeah. I don't know what they're like at taking free kicks, to be honest, but yeah, it is.
This is a bend it like Barsky kind of.
Yeah. Just on the
referee's pulling the wall back.
Far corner of our box. On the
looks like he's going to curve it.
Yeah, he's definitely hitting it, isn't he?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be too concerned if I was one of their other players as to what I was doing.
No.
He's hitting this. Oh, Adam Reed again. Yeah. Majestic, that man.
Curled it round the defence.
Yeah, curled it round the wall very well. And I think it was destined for that top corner. But yeah, Adam Reed plucks the ball from the air. And yeah, Vix have got it just over the halfway line. Golden goal time, 23 minutes.
23 minutes. Right. I'll see whether I've got a coin. I don't normally have coins.
Ooh, I know.
No, I haven't got a coin. Oh, I have.
Oh, he has.
It's never a big one. It's a 20 pence.
20 pence.
So I'm going to see.
Got a pound. Hello.
Oh, hello. Showing off.
I know. Don't let Laura know I've got a pound in my pocket. She'll want another Christmas present than that. But no, Vix are 1-0 up. The sun's shining.
Well,
Chris is doing his
golden goal.
Golden goal.
I've actually got
36. 36. That was your ticket. That one was on.
Now,
this one's Chris's.
Yeah, this one's mine now.
This one's his. 23. You want, Chris?
23. Oh dear.
No, you've been
49. I don't care.
No, it's money for the club.
Goes to a good cause. Wish that sun had dropped down a little bit. Maybe
Arena Studios could start writing golden goals off as
tax deductible expenses. That's a very good thought. Yeah, that is a very good thought. Yeah. Speaking of Arena Studios, if anybody wants to sponsor, we might see whether we can get something sponsored at some point. Big shout out to Mr. Sean Boyle, as we spoke of earlier. He sponsored today's game. A little bit of a local legend is Sean as well, so it's great. I was really quite chuffed when I spoke to Ian, Mr. Chairman, and he discussed the fact that Sean Boyle, local lad, had sponsored today's game as a tribute to Vix legend Frank Corrigan.
No, very nice. It's
really nice touch.
It's good to see names you've not seen for a while as well. Yeah, sort of floating, being bandied around the club.
Yeah,
because that's ultimately where it's going to come from. The next group of Vix fans may very well be lads who used to come to Drillfield years ago and they've had families and what have you and sort of scooted away from football. Getting back involved. It's good to see them kind of names.
I think you're right. I think there is a little bit of a leaning locally for people who have kind of missed the Vix and got out of the habit of watching, and they do seem to be talking about it in the pubs and things a little bit more, which is nice to hear. When I walk around Northwich, which isn't very often, but people do actually stop me and are genuinely, interested and concerned and ask about how Northwich Victoria are coping and progressing and how things are. And when you tell them that things are on the up, you can see that little bit of a spark in their eyes again. It's still there. We just got to get them back. And I'm sure
the one that summed it up for me quite nicely was this week on ITV's The Chase.
Yeah, with
Bradley Walsh, of course.
Hiya, brothers, if you're watching.
Hiya, Mr. Walsh. Also, probably not a fan of the Taxman either.
No.
Tax deductible. And there was a lady called Karen on there, and she said, "Oh, hi, my name's Karen. I'm from Northwich." And Bradley Walsh turned around and went, "Oh, Northwich, Victoria."
Yes,
so,
ITV's.
ITV's.
You just can't escape
Bradley
it.
Walsh. You can't escape us.
No.
I don't know if that's positive or negative. You couldn't escape COVID at one point. But no, I mean, that it's that kind of thing that, the fans who used to come, back when we were back at the Drillfield and the VS, I think them fans are starting to starting to come back, which is good to see. A bit of a dip in the game here as the referee gives a drop ball to Stourport.
On the halfway line.
You don't see many drop balls anymore.
You don't.
It's right in
you
that
can get
sunny
cream
spot.
for it.
The ball is. Oh, I think it's gone out on the far side here.
It's just disappeared in that sunspot,
Into
like
the
you
sun.
say, somewhere. Yeah.
But the ball, they've just brought a ball out from the dugout, so I think it might have gone out of play.
I can see a little bit of movement again, so something's happening. Stourport on the ball.
Stourport are on the ball, edge of our box. Ball's whipped
in.
across. Adam Reid.
Oh, he's having a blinder.
Adam Reid.
He's a legend.
Yeah.
Today.
I'm still convinced he's had a bet on himself at the start of the season for player of the season when you'd have got good odds on it. And now he's really showing why he was so highly talked about. Big kick well over the halfway line towards Perry.
Stourport defender just barged past and
bit of back and forth again here.
Headed it back over the halfway line.
Really putting a foot on it.
Nice little turn.
Very nice turn there towards Parker. Matty Clark cleaning the ball up in midfield.
Little bit of a shimmy.
Yeah,
great ball through.
Great ball.
Oh, well done, keeper.
Yeah,
keeper did very well. Came out, timed it perfectly.
Yeah, a lot of players there. They were applauding Matty Clark's pass. Matty Clark, who of course was on a beach in Jamaica this time last week. So
somewhere like that, wasn't it? Barbados, Jamaica,
Barbados or somewhere. I'm sure he's happy to be back in green and white though.
Though I did comment on his Twitter about him wearing red and white shorts.
Can't be doing that.
No,
can't be doing that. Great touch as well. I saw the other day, yesterday it would have been, Northwich Town Council lighting up Town Bridge green and white in memory of Kenny Saldum.
Yes.
Which is
a
lovely touch.
I thought what a great gesture that was.
Yeah, because obviously it would have been his birthday this Sunday. Special mention to Mark and the Saldum family.
According to Nigel Ball, he said it can't be 23 minutes. He said nearer 28.
Yeah, Nigel, on that we did kick off late. We did kick off around 5 past because of the minutes applause for Frank.
We did get confirmation from the official adjudicator and Guinness Book of Records holder Mark Tong.
Yeah.
And I think Brian Turner actually clarified as well.
Turner did. I did go out and check what minute it was. Brian Turner did clarify.
We got this and this or something. So
yeah, so I don't know which one he meant for me and which one he meant for Chris, but 23 was the minute we went with, mate.
Marcus looking strong today.
Yeah.
Always confident today.
Yeah. Got to whip the ball in again towards Parker on the far side.
Callum's got time.
Yeah.
Has a little look. Goes for the defender. Whips the ball in. It's a shot.
Oh, ricocheted away there by the Stourport defender. And yeah, Vicks are the only side really here putting a foot on the ball and getting the ball towards the box.
I like how the defence were pushed right up. I've always been a big fan of that. I think that when you're getting overkicked a little bit in the midfield, if your defence pushes up
into midfield, you then outnumber them.
Yeah, it just stops that.
I think that's what I've seen certainly this season. We're a lot more tactically aware. I don't know if that comes down to Pico or his help from Barnes and Chris, but we're a lot more.
No, it's not down to me.
No, Chris.
Oh,
what's his name? The other Chris.
Yeah.
The coach definitely.
Oh, I slipped up then. I could have said, it was down.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I dropped him a text.
Yeah.
To be fair, you could have told me that you mentioned it in the pre-match thing.
Yes.
I missed that. So
I need to build my part up a bit.
Yeah.
So Adam Reid's got the ball.
Adam Reid on the ball.
Trots across the area. Decides which side he's going to.
That was a proper dad run there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
His top half looked like he was sprinting, but his legs were going no faster.
Yeah. Kicks the ball up.
He's got a hell of a kick on him, hasn't he? Over the halfway line there. Ball pinging around midfield. Matty Clark puts a foot in. And Stourport have it just over our halfway line. And it's gone back to Adam Reid. Yeah, if I'm Stourport's manager, I'm not too impressed with their first half performance so far. As we approach 35 minutes or so, they've not put a foot on the ball defensively. They've been pretty solid, but they've not really put a foot on the ball. And every time they do get the ball, they just hoof it over the halfway line back to us.
If I'm being honest, and I know it's a little bit of a tough call to say this yet because they've not really created. They've had a couple of little pops at goal, but they look a little bit shy up front.
Yeah, there's been nothing that makes you go, oh,
yeah.
He
looks dangerous. He looks,
yeah.
Which is why probably the defence looks really quite settled.
They
just look like they're going through the motions, really. Nothing's troubling them.
Yeah, It's just noticing then as I look across that far side, it's good to see the Vix banners now coming out.
Yeah.
I see Vix Juniors have got 2 there on the far side, and there's a Zigazagger one just under the far side stanchion over there, under the floodlight. There's a couple just as you make your entrance in there.
Stourport throwing.
Really, it feels quite homely, this place.
Now, we must say, actually, something that's very important. Little Alfie.
Oh, yes, little Alfie Jackson, yeah. What's he up to, Chris?
3K
Okay.
sponsored run tomorrow. 3K.
So look, that's no power to
I
the
could
kids.
be wrong.
Elbow.
Somebody can correct me. But if he is, Little Alfie, all the best with that. And I'm sure he's going to complete it. Be a hero.
Yeah. He is, of course, I'd say good friends now with Brandon.
Yeah.
Trying to think of.
Yeah, he's one for the future.
He is certainly. There we go. So I was just looking for young Alfie's dad's Twitter to see if he's mentioned if he's running on behalf of anything or.
Looks like it's a Stourport throw in. Corner. Adam Reed reaches up to look, he can reach that bar, easily. Whipped in. Bit of a fumble.
Oh, defended very well there by Vix. Barsky clears it away. That could have been anything there. Bit of a pinball effect in the inside the box, and Barsky decides to just get rid of the ball. Little mention out in terms of Alfie's run for Dementia UK.
Oh,
That's
great! Well done, lad. Brilliant.
It's good to see. He's
already a legend.
And he's running for Dementia UK. The link is on his mum's Twitter, Charlotte's Twitter. If anyone wants to contribute to that, and I'm sure the club will be tweeting it out later on today.
Great ball through off Malachi. Oh, should have buried it, Sam.
Yeah, Unwin
tried to just kind of chip the keeper and pop it into the top right corner, but
Unwin there taking the ball on the edge of the box off Malachi, and
great move,
putting it over. Yet another great Vix attack there, and could have been 2-0. On any other day, Unwin would have put that away. But no, it's Vix are still foot to the floor in this game, doing quite well.
Yeah,
just takes lead into half time now.
Good. I'm ready for a cup of tea again. Then we've got, I think, Mr. Tong's coming in with a special guest.
Oh, who's his special guest? Do we know?
Alfie's granddad.
Oh, Mike. Well, I was doing a family tree in my head then.
Yeah, supposed to be Mike. Anyway, he said he was going to do it last night, so I assume Mark's had a word.
Yeah.
Marcus Perry on the ball, running down the wing, approaching the area, floats the ball across.
Yeah. 4 on the edge of the box there, whips it back in towards Parker.
Defended easily.
Played away. Yeah, and the ball's just going from one side to the other in midfield. Played up on the counter by Stourport and the Vix defence. Get it out for a throw in here on this near side.
He looks tired, that lad.
He does. He looks halfway through the second half, I think, in his head. We've still got another half, son.
Well won.
Barsky there.
Strong, Brandon.
Barsky there, like he was dealing with...
Like a Terminator.
Yeah, like he was a bouncer of sorts, clearing someone out of a club. Just went... He had the ball. He had every right to, but he went through him. And the Vix winger there has been booted off the ball. And I think this is what these games have tended to descend into at points in the Midland League, is there's a 50-50 in the middle, in midfield, and then a defender gets a little bit, I'm going to take up for that, and clatters through someone on the wing. Every game we get a couple of them.
Yeah. Vic's free kick by the looks of it, far side.
Yeah, just inside the far side touchline there. The assistant referee was adamant that was definitely a foul. So yeah, Vic's free kick there on the far side.
Referee's just
taking it right in line with this pillar here, so I can't see anything that's going on. But yes, it is a Vic's free kick, and he is just setting up to take it now. Barsky's coming up from the back. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
he had a 2-0 Vic's.
Whipped in. It kind of dropped for us then.
It dropped for Barsky. I was
We've
very
still
near
got the ball. It's pulled out to something going on. I can't
There's
see.
something going on in this corner.
A little bit of a shout.
The referee's pointing at something.
He was pointing up.
He was. It's up there. I don't know what he was pointing at. Maybe pointing at a floodlight. Maybe he's not seen one before. I don't know. That could have been anything. It's not
It's looking
traditional.
like
Is it a corner to Vix?
Could be.
Free kick to Vix.
Free kick or corner. We can't quite see.
I will take a little stand for a second and see whether it's a corner or a free kick. Bear with me.
Malachi's drifted up close to the post. Near post.
Can confirm it is a corner to Vix. They don't have to do this on Match of the Day.
No.
Stand up from your commentary box. See whether. Hey.
Oh!
You know what that was, Chris?
Yes, I know what that was, but we won't talk about that.
We won't mention
because that's top secret.
Shh. Secret maneuver.
Yes.
Didn't work.
Not quite.
But last time it didn't work. The corner after.
It did.
Barsky header.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. First half of the last game. Yeah. You were waxing lyrical about the secret maneuver. Didn't work. Second time round, I called Brandon Barsky header. It was a Brandon Barsky header.
There you go.
In fact, last game I called Malachi McKenzie to be an important player and Brandon Barsky header.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah. We know the real pundit.
I know. Got to do your research.
Yeah. Stourport free kick.
Here's a Stourport free kick here. Halfway into our half. Halfway between the box and the halfway line. These tend to be troubling at this level though, but they haven't got any big tough centre backs. Oh, shout for a handball there. The ball bobbles around the box. They've got it just on the outside, and Kamosi there, calm as you like, clears it away.
Push back down the wing. Failed cross, but it's bobbled again just on the edge of the area for Stourport. Hoofed over the top, floated over the top. The big guy's got the ball. Oh! And it just trundled past Adam Reed's outstretched hand. If he had a little bit more direction on that, that'd have gone in.
Yeah. No, that was another one of them that you couldn't really do too much about. Just a quick update on scores around the ground. Unfortunately, it is Witten 0, Mosley 0, in front of a crowd of 469, apparently. And that other team.
Why is there another team?
They play. I think they play at Barnton. I think.
Oh yeah, that team. Yeah.
Winsford. Whoever runs Winsford's Twitter is unfortunately not at their game.
Oh.
He just tweeted out saying, "Unfortunately, we'll not be able to provide frequent updates this afternoon. Come on, you Blues."
Because I'm going to watch Northwich Fix.
Because
that'll be what it is.
So I'll check on Abby Hayes' Twitter, which is who they're playing.
Yeah. So it's still Northwich 1, Stourport Swifts. See, I don't like saying Stourport. It sounds like a netball team to me.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Or a basketball team or something.
Just doesn't sound.
Or an American football team.
Yeah, masculine enough. For me.
Yeah.
Stourport.
They have got some funny names.
Smashers or.
Yeah. Or Stourport United or City or Victoria, you know.
Yeah.
But you get a lot like Wolverhampton Casuals and Stone Old Elanians and
I could never say that one. Wolfrunians and
they've got some funky names.
Yeah.
They saw us and Congleton coming down and thought, oh God, they're not going to fit in. Maybe that's why we lodged an appeal, because our name just didn't really fit with their general vibe of American football team names.
Yeah.
I believe Winsford Abbey Hay is currently 0-0, I believe.
Okay. Ball's back into it, but it's dropped for the defenders, Stourport defenders picked the ball up on the edge of the area.
Yeah.
Tucks it out.
Back across the
a little bit of a midway. Matty Clark
on the ball there.
A little bit of football. Joe Camosi. Joe does what Joe does.
I tell you what, that was John Motson-esque there, Chris. A little bit of football. Get him on Match of the Day. A little bit of football happened there. Don't know what happened, but football.
Throw into Vix, Malachi.
Currently, I think, other than the Vix game, it is 0-0 across the board for.
Joe's through. Whips it in. 2-0
Northwich Vix. It is 2-0 Vix.
What a great little. Boys. Oh, that just burst the roof of the net. It's a good job you fixed that net.
I know. Yeah. Wrong net. But yeah. The referee can go and check that net now.
Yeah, better add.
The cable ties
That
are up
was a
here, mate. If you need
scorcher.
to put the roof back on.
What score did I say it was going to be today?
You said 4-1.
Yeah.
You did. I said 1-1 at half time.
Yeah.
So looking unlikely. Not going to lie. 1-1 is unlikely.
I think was it Sam?
I think that one was Sam Unwin.
It was a great little ball to Joe that just beat their defence, and he got right on the touchline and just slotted it in, and Sam just lashed it.
Oh,
that was a lashing in the net.
If you listen carefully, you can hear the refined voice of Mr. Pete Tong there with a zigga-zagga reverberating around the Barton Stadium. So I'll just wait for official confirmation that was Sam. And the minute it was in, I need to bring in that little timer thing I bought from Morrison's to cover it.
Stourport kick off.
I think that was 45 plus 1.
They look determined now. They're on the edge of the area. Their attack turned Joe then, lovely.
Yeah, but no, 2-0 to Vix. Very good to see.
Whipped in the area.
An overhead kick.
Oh,
pinball. It's wide.
It's gone out for a corner, I think.
I've just seen an overhead kick attempted in the Midland Football Premier League.
Remember Rooney's?
Do I remember?
It was like that, wasn't it?
Garnacho-esque, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It didn't go in, but he tried.
Yeah. Corner to Stourport.
Yeah, they had a
and
couple
they thrust everybody virtually into the box, apart from Pink Shirt, and just one guy floating around.
45 plus 1, I was right. So I'm just going to go and make this announcement on the tannoy. We've had it confirmed by our independent adjudicator. 45 plus 1 and half-time shout-outs coming out.
Northwich Victoria 2, Stourport Swifts 0. That's a good start. I'm a happy man. Well done, the Vics.
So as the second half now comes to an end, a confirmation.
Hello.
The goal was scored on 45 minutes plus 1, 46 minutes by Sam Unwin. Enjoy your half time and your refreshments, of course, in the bar, and we will see you hopefully.
So Callum Parker and Sam Unwin.
I'm going to enjoy some.
Yes, we're just waiting for Mr. Tong. Is Mike Green here?
Do you want me to get in?
Yeah, he's supposed to be coming in with Mark Tong, I believe, to give his opinions and views on the first half so far. So, like we say, half-time score, Northwich Victoria 2, Stourport Swifts 0. Pandemonium in the tunnel as everybody's rushing to the bar, and hospitality for cups of tea, which is where I will be going very shortly, hopefully, because I need to top up the Thai food and try and get an egg sandwich before everybody else eats them. So, yeah, great start for Vix. Looking the better of the two teams today, I would say. A little bit more confident, a little bit more organised and in control. Good performance by everybody. Defence, like we said earlier on, seems to be soaking everything up quite easily, and nothing seems to be causing too much trouble. They've had their opportunities. Hello, Tricky. How are you, Tricky? Do you not speak? Oh dear. 2-0. Good start. Do the tricky dance. So yes, Northwich Victoria 2, as we say, Stourport 0. No signs of any players labouring with any injuries or anything so far. So I'm assuming that everything's going to be good for the second half. Same starting lineup in the second half. We'll keep you aware of that. Big shout out again to Mr. Sean Boyle, who has sponsored today's match game. Much appreciated, Sean. Thank you very, very much. It's an amazing thing to do, and it's in honour of, I do believe, Vix legend who sadly passed away, Frank Corrigan. So hopefully we will have Mark Tong in very shortly. And do you know where Mark Tong is, Tricky? Oh dear. We need Mark. He's supposed to be coming in to do a little bit of a chat with a Vix guest. So fingers crossed that will happen for you. You don't want to close that door, do you, Tricky? It's a bit cold. There you go. There's a good cat. So, how's things with you, Tricks? All right. 3-0, you're saying? 3-0. Oh, that's a good prediction. I predicted actually 4-1. Sean's saying 2-1, I think, if I remember correctly. But I'm going for 4-1. I think today's the day where we